Unfortunately, it makes me feel less like a geek now, but that is awesome stuff, so thank you. The next person that's up is George Koch to talk about the story behind Art-O-Matic. George, well, he's going to tell you kind of the history of it, so I won't give you that history, but he's also a painter and a photographer and does all sorts of cool things, so really excited to have you here, and thank you again for the space, George.
Okay, welcome. I'm not going to necessarily talk from the slides. I'm only going to talk about Art-O-Matic, and the slides are going to help create a framework for your mind to live in with the facts that I'm going to share for you. That was our third Art-O-Matic at the former Capital Children's Museum. We had one in 99 and 2000. This was 2004, and we had one in 2002 as well. Art-O-Matic has really, we're a startup, and we're 10 years old. And it's completely run by artists. There's no paid staff. We take over a vacant building like this one that's in the development hiatus. Early on, most of our buildings were buildings that were already demised. They already had walls and so forth. In 2007, 2008, and now 2009, we wound up being in a building that was completely open like this. Upstairs, all we had was a core, elevators and bathrooms. We had to string 4 miles of construction lights that you see up above you. We've sort of become a construction company or general contractor to make all of this happen. But what's most important is that we're in control and we've taken charge. Any artist can participate, so anyone who feels that they have something to present can do that. And there's no jury. In addition, if you sell something, it's between you and the collector. There's no commission. It's completely run by volunteers. And what that means is that every artist contributes 3 5-hour time slots. And our mission is to build community among artists, to build an audience for artists, and to focus on empty space. So with building a community among artists, every artist is serving their 3 shifts. If they're at the bar, the person next to them is a poet, the other person's a dancer, they're a painter, they start talking to one another. Washington was not blessed with an industrial base, and as a result, we don't really have synergy for the creative talent in the city. Art-O-Matic provides that for a 3-month period of time. We have pockets throughout the area, but we don't have a large mass. This year, there's going to be almost 3,000 artists that will be involved in Art-O-Matic. We expect 70,000 visitors. Last year, we had 50,500. The process that we use is in terms of people participating. You'll notice here that in this particular slide, the fire dancers, they've been involved with us for several years now and perform. And a lot of people don't necessarily see that as art, but from our point of view, it's up to the creator to make a decision about how they see that. In 2008, we were in our first building that was wide open like this building. It was 250,000 square feet. This year we have 275,000 square feet of space available. In our first 72 hours, we had over 1,000 artists registered, and we actually crashed the website. We got it back up. Part of what we do is, one of the things that we know is that people tend to come more than once because you can't really experience this in one visit. In addition, people tend to come with their friends. The overall aspect of what we do is really creating a new environment. One of the slides that you saw earlier was a slide of Toledo, Ohio. There's an Art-O-Matic there called Art-O-Matic 419. We help mentor the artists there to create the same similar, just like the colleague here helped Ignite DC create their event. And actually, I'm sorry I forgot the gentleman's name who was here from Baltimore, but he wants to create an Art-O-Matic there. And so one of the things that we want to do is to help them think through what that process is and mentor them in doing that. This year, we will be open for 28 days, and as I said, we expect 70,000 visitors. This is some photographs of our building this year. We have 5 partners this year. The Capital Riverfront Bid, Monument Realty, who owns this building, Fleischman and Hilliard, who are providing us consulting services on marketing, and the effort that we have underway this year as you can see some of the numbers there, we're really quite pleased. The fact that we're sitting on top of a subway stop doesn't hurt us. In addition, we're right in front of the ballpark, and our beer is a lot cheaper than it is at the ballpark. I think that's it. That's our slide from 2008. I'm glad you're all here. And if you didn't pick up one of the cards, come back on the 29th. We expect 5,000 visitors on the 29th for our opening. So welcome. Bye.